started out as a Greek D group 3 years ago, and it was just an idea that Robbie and April had as being a part of the campus cluster. Grew to about 12 people. About 12 people came consistently that first year. We just felt like this could work as a cluster, like this could function as a cluster, and as a D group we had already kind of started to function like in the ways of a cluster, so it was kind of an easy transition because of that.
My friend Emily brought me, and then I found out that they had kind of a new Greek mission, and I've been really involved in the Greek community in my house ever since I pledged 3 or 4 years ago. And I guess the most significant aspect to me was that I think the Greek community needs realness more than anything.
Well, it's missionally based toward the Greeks, but really what what always has been our goal is for us to touch every house in the Greek community at OU.
I think the hope that we have is that every person that comes through like the Greek system will get to encounter someone who really follows and really loves Jesus.
These guys are looking for community. I think that our younger population, and especially our men, tend to isolate themselves in a lot of ways. I mean, they're part of some groups in high school, but I think they come out of that and they get to college, they're kind of in this independent state, and they're looking for something to belong to, and they're looking for some type of community that they can be a part of. And whenever they go to all the fraternity houses, what the fraternities are labeling that is brotherhood, and they all say that that's what they're marketing, that's what they're selling, and that's true. It's very true. But in a more general term, what they're doing for these men is they're providing an opportunity for them to experience the community that they've probably never experienced before.
They have a deep desire for community, and so they decide that they want to live in a house with 70 other guys or 70 other girls so that they can experience community. And but they're gathered around that and they're chasing after other lovers, just other things, other desires of this world. So I think that God looks down, like he looks at the Greek community and he sees like here's a people who are longing to be a part of a community, but they're a broken people. They don't know that like the things that they are running after, like the seeds that they're sowing are seeds of death. So I think God's heart is just like his heart for like every other place. Like he has compassion for them, and he wants to reach out to them.
And we also have family night, and it's a chance to like bring non-believers because we're just hanging out at someone's house. And so that's kind of like a cool fellowship without the like pressure of church.
Because I'd gone through years and years of a dry spell. But then the first time I came to Norman Community Church, our Greek cluster, I just got, an overwhelming sense of that these people are legitimate. I just really felt like a calling to just really want to know God. And I just found a group of people that I felt like would do that life with me, would just search for Christ with me.
And I guess just the importance of like being vulnerable and real with my emotions, and how like that allows like Jesus to speak through other people to me, and like by being known. Because I'm like typically pretty introverted and don't like never really wanted to share. And so like the cluster and D group has kind of taught me like the importance of like being known among like other believers. Yes.
I think there are dormant laborers in every house.
We're kind of like seeing like some walls broken down with like maybe some girls that like I wouldn't approach before, that like the Lord has kind of opened doors for me to like speak with people more freely.
You can pray that in this season we would be wise in the decisions we make as we grow, as we're moving to a place where multiplication is possible. We really need to seek after the Lord and what His desire is for that, and the best way to make that happen.
Really, I guess that we would, continue, just that God would continue to give us strength and give us His blessing in the Greek community, and that He would continue to kind of open doors and just break down the walls around the Greeks.
Like the building up and shepherding of leaders, something that's real important.